Oh, hello and welcome to an episode of Kerbal Space Program with me, Table. Oh man, I am really getting into this game, unbelievably so. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. Let's go to the tracking center. Just going to give you a little sneak peek here. Oh, what's that? A ship in stable orbit with friggin', excuse me, with enough fuel to get going. Another one in orbit. No fuel in this one. Couldn't level out that orbit. I was trying to go to the moon, but then this one. Oh, where are you? Yeah, you is miles away with no power. You've been traveling for a year. And you should technically be dead, but I will come back and rescue you one day. Hopefully. So I've unlocked flight, right? I built a few planes. I couldn't quite get it working, but then I realized I'm doing it all wrong. I got one plane working in the end, but I want to show you like the variations, right? Because I think it's important to show. So, Ploppy 1. So this is the first plane that I made. I thought this looked like a good plane. I had the extra fuel on here so I could do super boost. I thought this plane would work, but if I show you... Let's just do a quick launch. I really like the jet engines. I like the sound they make. They're incredibly fuel efficient. Way more fuel efficient than rockets. Unbelievably more fuel efficient. Here we go. So you can see I'm bouncing, and I think it's a problem because my jet is too heavy, I think. And the wheels can't hack it. So let's just go. Let's go to 1/3 thrust. Just slow up nice and easily. Or should I just max it? Max it! Stable assist is on. Yeah. There we go. I mean, I would have thought that this would have worked. It looks like a jet. Maybe having these engines up high like this is a bad idea. I've got parachutes because I haven't really been able to land an aircraft. So they are there purely to, shall we say... how shall we say, to cushion my landings, because I don't really land. I just drop the parachutes. So we're going a little bit to the left here. I'm just going to try and turn a little bit. Right, we really should be taking off now. Oh, oh! It went up. It took off. It didn't take off last time. So my first attempt at a jet worked anyway. I'm really tempted to give the big engines a squirt as well, you know? Yeah, that's... I didn't think this was going to take off. This is the first ever plane that I made in the game, and I crashed the landing, and I thought, oh, do you know what? Then it just doesn't work. It's just not a good aircraft. But it's now working. Let's just nose up and then hit the next engines. Yeah, give me some extra speed. Woohoo! Now, these engines are great because you can see that they can position themselves. So these are great maneuvering thrusters. They are definitely the way to get into space. Yeah, let's go. Going into orbit on my super jet plane. Which engines are my... To be honest, this fuel's even lasting a long time as well. Steeper. Keep going. Yeah! I can't believe my first jet worked. I didn't think it would take off. Maybe I just was bad at taking off. I can't believe this. Should I try and come in for a landing? No, it'd take too long. I want to show you the builds. So as you can see, this jet works now. How good is that? Let's just... okay, we're going to come back around for a landing. Let's just ease up on the thrust. See if we can't maybe squeeze out a little thrust for the maneuverings. I got no landing lights. There's the runway. Let's go and land. Come on. Come on, I need you to flip over. Okay, so I'm too high up now for the jet engine. Do you hear that little puff puff? Doing this at night is difficult, man. I should have gone for a daytime... Ah, screw it. Let's just... let's see if this will do any good. I can't see a thing, guys. I can't see a thing. Full thrust into the ground. Go. Nose down. Full thrust. Can't see a thing. Suffice to say, the plane works. Only daytime launches from here on in. Only daytime launches. I don't know if those parachutes are going to save me. Maybe I can... Oh, maybe I can show you them. Excuse me. I was like, maybe I can show you the parachutes after all. No, you are flying far too fast at the ground. You know what? That pilot can stay dead. I don't want to revert to launch. I'm going to go to the Space Center. I don't know who that pilot was, but they is gone. They is gone. That's what you get for nighttime launches. No nighttime launches. So I will simply speed up time to a daytime thing. You're gonna... Oh, wow, that's too fast. Come on. Yes. There you go, there's daytime. Much better. Okay, let me show you these other planes, okay? So it seems my first plane worked. And I thought it was a problem with lift, right? I thought it was too heavy, but I thought it was a problem with lift. But clearly it's a problem with skill in the form of my takeoff. So let me show you Ploppy 2. So then we went for this. I thought more wings, more lift, more thrust. And I went for a larger fuel tank. I'm curious to see if this one actually takes off now. Let's try Ploppy 2. Because this has got even more thrust on it. So... in light of my first plane taking off, I think this one might work. Because I went bigger and then smaller. I don't know why you need aircraft to begin with. There doesn't seem to be much science to be got. Off we go. So you can see I've got the bigger fuel tank. I've got 4 of these maneuvering engines. Larger fuel tanks on the jet engines. But it has the same amount of jet thrust. So that's what I think the issue is. It doesn't have enough thrust. So what I'll do is, just before I take off, I will blast the big engines and see if that will get me some speed. Guys, we're veering a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop bouncing those wheels. Good job I put wheels on the end of those wings, sorry. Right, okay, so just easy does it. And we just wait until we're near the end. And then we're going to go... getting a load of speed. Take off. Oh, no. I'm okay. It's technically flying. It technically flew. It technically flew. I'm just saying that technically flew. I'm not gonna revert that launch. That test pilot has given their life in the name of exploration, in the name of pushing frontiers with experimental aircraft. Oh, not even go off the runway. So you can see that this one didn't work. I think it's just too heavy for the wheel, these little gears, I think. Okay? So, Floppy 3, I tried to revise my design. I think this jet looks great, but it doesn't fly very well, I'll be honest. You want to give it a test? I don't, so I'll show you the next one. So I got to Ploppy 4. Now this works, but what I'm really pleased with this is if you look, it's very much a test aircraft, because you can see I've got the science things because I thought I'd be able to get some science and some goo. It's got the batteries, the transmitter. It's also got 2 materials bays, but if you look at the wings and the tail, there's decouplers in here. So the idea is once I've got all my science, I simply deploy my parachutes, jettison the wings, and we're good. Now I know that this flies, so I'm going to attempt to modify it as Ploppy 5. And I think I want to put on more engines. I think I want to give it some more thrust and see if I can't do that. Now I saw something. Yeah, they do have a move tool. Yeah, I saw someone in the video use that. So the move tool, yeah, move. No, how do I use this then? Select attached part to offset. Oh my days, it is a thing. That's amazing. I saw someone using this in a video and I was like, that's far more precise than what I've been used to. Is that not going to work now? Okay. No. Why is that? How do I confirm it? Confirm. Place. Okay. Alright, okay. So that's kind of screwed up a little bit. That's fine. So I have to reposition that engine so that it goes on with the mirror mode. Why? Now you are. Okay, good. So if I put you under the wing like that, yeah. You know what? I'm very much okay with that position. Okay, let's save it and let's fly it. Go. What do you mean it has no remote control or manned control modules? It's got a module right there. Is it because of these engines that they're not attached? Is that the issue? Is that the issue we're having, that they're not clipped on? What's the issue with this what have I accidentally put in the area? Should I get rid of this engine and see... What have I done? What have I done to Ploppy? What have I done to my Ploppy? But there's my command module right here. I don't understand. Why is it not saying... Why is it not saying it's connected? Is it because I don't have a pilot? Oh, I need to get some crew. Okay. Okay. So I have a limit on how many... I have a limit on how many Kerbals I have. Scientist, engineer, engineer. Is there a pilot? No. Okay. Just get on board. Go on. Okay, so now I've got someone flying this bucket of bolts. I can put those engines back on. So I'll put them there. But then I'll use this lovely tool. That's just the engine intake, though. I want to do the whole engine. Will it do both? Yes, it will. That's really useful. I'm not going to lie. That is really useful for me. Okay, right. We've got our 4 engines. Yeah, okay. Save and launch. Ploppy 5. Here we go. Ploppy 5. Ploppy 5. Ploppy 5. I just don't get why flight's necessary. I mean, if you want to build like a rocket plane, yeah, I get that. But other than that, couldn't tell you. Oh, you're such a beautiful looking aircraft. I'm so pleased with this. I don't like how the wheels, you see how one wheel's on or one wheel isn't on? I don't like that, but for the most part, I think this craft is just amazing. I'm really pleased with it. I would like some more wing options, like having this straight wing and then having to have a winglet on the tail. Not so keen. Winglet on the end of the wing, sorry. But I tell you what, don't give up on this game. It's just like Factorio in that when I first got it, I was like, this game's too difficult, and I put it down for months and months, and then I started getting into it, and it turns out it's really good fun. No, go. Oh, no! Deploy parachutes! I'm going to be okay. I clipped... What did I clip? I clipped the landing light? I clipped the landing light. I'm not going to revert the launch. I'm done reverting launches. I'll simply go to the... Oh, I just reverted the launch. That was pure unlucky coincidence that it happened to be right where the mouse cursor was. Let's try again. You're so lucky, Tamul. You are so lucky you're alive. So tempted to click EVA during takeoff. So, don't clip the landing light. So when I see these stripes at the other end of the runway, I need to be pulling up by that point. Because there's only a finite amount of runway, so... You know, I need to kind of figure that out. I also need to make a ground vehicle and test it on this planet that I can take into space. That I'm really looking forward to, but we're not there yet. I've got to get to the moon, because I've used up all the science on Earth. I need more science. Right, we need to take off. Oh, my days. Perfect takeoff. Oh, my days. How fantastic are you? Oh, there's a little bit of wobble there in the wings. Should I fly over to those islands? What's that? Let's just turn, shall we? There we go. I wish my landing gears were retractable. I wish I had that. But we don't. Off we go. Whee! Oh, man. I really like my jet. I really, really like my jet. I wanted to keep taking science things, because I don't think there's any science to be had. Yeah, see? I wanted to mount... The fact that I can position things precisely now is a real treat. I really think that's going to help me out as far as building stuff's concerned. Oh, don't maneuver. Don't maneuver at full speed. It doesn't like little adjustments. So let's just try another materials bay. See, there's no science. Science is all dried up. Oh, you're such a pretty craft. Right, shall I show you the landing then? I'll show you how this thing lands, okay? So it's really very simple how we land. You can see that the tail and the wings will shoot off, right? So the wings will go forward. How should we do this? I suggest we just hit space. Maybe I should throttle back first. Wait till the engine's cut out. And then we just go like this. Here we go. Huh. See? Look at that! Wings and tail are gone. How good is that? Let's observe some materials. Oh, 0.1 science. Fine, I'll keep you. Observe mystery goo. No science. Any kind of readings? I don't like having all my sensors and stuff on the nose. I'm not a fan of that. No. So as you can see, yeah, so the nose of the craft just jettisons off, and then when we get near to the ground, I just deploy my chutes, and then we land nice and lovely. Let's speed up time a little bit more. And I never trust my chutes to auto deploy, but I think we should try and just deploy those now. There we go. So yeah, so it's unfortunate that it goes in nose first, but it's a survivable landing, and I'm okay with that. So that's kind of where I am with aircraft, right? I haven't seen much point in continuing exploring aircraft at this point because I don't feel like there's much science to be had left on this planet, and I'll show you that in the archives in a second. But when I first unlocked flight, I was really excited, and I have I used any of the other parts? No, I haven't really used the parts on my space travel because I need to get to the moon, or Luna in this case. I need to get to Luna to start getting more science to progress along the tech tree. So I've got there's a real urgency to get there. I guess I'll show you the rockets I've been making. I made a bit of a revelation with rockets, and I've been managing to get myself successfully into orbit because I was really struggling, and it's definitely with how you launch that I've been messing up. I'm by no means a rocket scientist, but I think in my rather basic understanding, I've managed to figure it out, and I will definitely show you that in the next episode. And there we go, we landed. Look at that. One survived. Oh, you died last time, but you're alive now. You lucky devil. So there we go. I mean, like, not a bad little plane. Should we try and make one now? Nah, I'm not going to try and make one. Let's recover Ploppy. There we go. Recovered. Excuse me. Cool. I'll show you what the issue of science is, right? This is the issue. And that is, I've done it all. I've gone through everything. And you can see all of... Oh, yeah. Atmospheric pressure scan whilst in space high over Kerbin. I don't know what constitutes high. Atmospheric pressure scan whilst in space high over the sun. So this is when I did I haven't checked since I did my suicide mission. Sorry, not suicide mission. Deep space mission. I will bring them back, hopefully. Or I'll blow them up. But you can see all of the Kerbin ones. They're all done. Material study whilst in space high over Kerbin. I don't know what constitutes high space. I assume it still means in orbit. Mystery Goo observation while in space high. High over the sun, high over Kerbin. High over Kerbin. High over the sun. So, I don't know what... Yeah, what does high mean? I wish it could give me, like, some figures. Can I get information on this? No, it doesn't. It just gives me a little description. Yeah, so... Oh, it's not called Moon. It's Luna. It's called Moho. Moho. Oh, man. Elo, Uldres, Duna. So far away. Never going to get to those anytime soon. Okay, I've got 75 science, but I'm not going to spend it because I'll show you my... I can only get stability. And although a reaction wheel would be good, for 75, I don't want it. Not especially as there's way more interesting things to come along. Like, I like the idea of these landing struts. They look pretty cool. But I need something more... This is more for flight, and I'm not so keen on the flight stuff. I don't think it's a necessary... It's not a must at the moment. Advanced construction, this interests me. However, yeah, look, these things. Hinges, hydraulic cylinder, rotation servo. All of this sounds very interesting to me. But the first thing we have to get is this. This is what I need. If we look right here, solar panels. Solar panels and a rechargeable battery. I just need them. I definitely need them. And when I get rechargeable batteries, I can use lights, which would be nice in space. What's this? Can, when properly set up by trained engineers, power several groundbreaking science experiments at a time. Reduce power output caused by allowing Jebediah to just unfold the flippy bit. Okay. Needs a deployable central station to operate. Okay. Right, okay. But what's this? Next step in unmanned control technology. A small unit can not only receive and relay control, but also provides automated stabilization assistance, just like a live pilot. And also, its 8-sided cylindrical design features lots of flat surfaces for attaching equipment. So that's basically a probe. And I think sending probes is the way to go. I think this is the next one I want. Get the solar panels, the rechargeable batteries, and get out and get exploring, you know? That's what I think I need to do. So that's priority number 1. And this would... Oh, what are these? Controller, a larger rechargeable battery. Fold out solar panels. That'd be good, yeah. Oh, so pretty. But that's what? How much science is it for that? It doesn't tell me. Because I haven't unlocked it. Okay. But that's the next one for me. Your rechargeable batteries, they're a must. So there we have it. That's the aircraft. That's where I'm at. I'll give you a little sneak peek of rockets. At the moment, I'm progressing faster than the videos are, which I quite like. But the issue is, this is kind of where I'm at as far as rocket technology is concerned. You notice there's no fuel boosters on here. Solid fuel boosters, no good. But this I can get into orbit with fuel left over. I mean, I'll show you the work. I'll show you the progress. Or, maybe even better still, you tell me what you want to see. Do you want to see more aircraft? Do you want to see bigger rockets? Do you want to see me get into space? Do you want to see the probe launches? What do you want to see? Because we can do all of it, or any of it. You know, let me know. I've been Table. What a great episode. I'm complimenting myself on the video. I really like my planes. I was really pleased that my first plane I ever made took off. That was just pilot error the first time round. Take care. I've been Table. See you soon. Hey!